Hello everyone, and welcome in to my channel. This is the Lady of the Throne, Astrology, and I am here today to bring to you your amazing spiritual guidance for the year of 2025. These amazing prophetic visions and prophecies are going to be true for a lot of people out there. So 2025 is a major, massive year. And the reason why 2025 is such a huge year that is going to go down in history and be remembered everywhere, all over the world, is because of how important the year of 2025 will be. This is going to be a time of expansion. God is here. The time is now. There's going to be room being made and things being cleared up that only God can do. The kind of miracles that God can perform cannot be performed by anyone else. So try not to manipulate the energy in 2025. Because when I tell you, coming straight from the source, that what is being said will occur, you must believe. You have to believe that this is the year of God. This is Goddess year. This is a year for me. This is a year for the believers. This is a year for the fighters, the warriors. This is a year for the sincere, for the humble, the meek, the fearless, the brave, the bold, the beautiful on the inside part. The beautiful beloveds of the world. This is going to be an amazing year for you. So you need to get excited about the year of 2025, because what is happening in this year is going to be so amazing. Because if you have been on the right side of things, you are going to see how big and important and real and mighty God is. God is good. So let's go ahead and get into all of the amazing things that is going to happen in 2025. Now that you know the overarching theme, you know what energy is going to play out. This is going to be the time for God to truly shine. And there isn't going to be any room to allow anyone to shine more than God. So, are you guys ready for 2025? Listen, this kicks off on January 1, 2025, the first day of the new year. Okay, so I'm going to take you through all 12 zodiac signs, from Aries to Pisces. Listen carefully and listen closely, because I guarantee you this is only for you. Let's get started. Hello there, Cancer. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to jump right into your spiritual guidance for the entire year of 2025. Cancer, we're going to find out what is coming in, what is going out, because this is a big year. This is the year where God is going to be closing doors in order to open new doors. As you progress and go along the new year, you're going to see that a lot of things that had to end, it really was a necessity for new beginnings to come in, okay? So keep that in mind as you are going through the entire year of 2025. So let's talk about the major theme for you, Cancer, in 2025. So the major theme that I'm seeing for the sign of Cancer is that you and possibly a Taurus are going to be collaborating, or maybe a Taurus or possibly another Cancer could be involved. If it's not yourself, then it could be another Cancer involved along with the Taurus in your life. And this is going to be the main or the major like energies or major people that's going to be affecting all of the energies surrounding you in 2025. Also, the numbers 21, 36, or 3 and 9 could be relevant for some of you. It could be someone's birthdays, it could be life paths, it could be relevant to you or significant in any kind of way in your life. Is going to be different for everyone, so just apply it as it resonates with you during your year. Overall, there is going to be a need for God to shine a light on the whole world, and I do get a sense that you are going to be cleansed of so many things in 2025. You're going to be supercharged up. It's almost like having the energy that when you walk into a room, everyone becomes renewed. There is something about you that people need. There's something about you that makes the world a better place in your own little way. And I feel like this is going to really help you to avoid confusing your past with who you are right now. You're going to actually start seeing what motivates people. What is it that people crave, what they desire? And it seems like you just are the one who knows what people want. This is a really great mentality to have if you have your own business in 2025. This is really great for business owners and creators, because if you know what people want, then that means you'll know what to sell, what is going to help you make the most money in 2025. So that's really positive for you. I'm also getting a lot of out of the blue experiences can be happening in your life. So a lot of things could just come up and you'll be like, okay, that was like a lightning bolt for me. I don't know where that energy came from, but it came down and it just, you know, it's something that just strikes you in 2025 where you're like, okay, now I know a lot. Okay, for some of you this has a lot to do with ancient Egypt. For some of you there is a lot of knowledge about this that you're going to be learning about in 2025, but you're also going to be learning about the role that you play in connection to us, okay, in connection to the ancients. You're going to play a huge role, and a Taurus may be playing a role as well, maybe totally different roles, but I think that you're going to play a huge role in the grand scheme of things. But I do see overall a lot of love and a lot of cleansing to love connections in 2025 for you. Now let's go ahead and get into each breakdown. I'm going to do a 3-month breakdown. So January, February, and March, that's considered winter months. And let's see what's happening here. So this has something to do with information, learning things, and trade, as in business trade. So for those of you, like I said, who have a business, there's going to be a lot of information exchange, a lot of learning as well. You could be teaching people or you could be learning new things, but this has a connection to some type of business that you have or that you own or operate. This is where you're going to be in the mentality where you have to be your own boss or be your own mama or papa, right? Nobody can tell you how to operate things or how to run things. That's going to be the kind of mentality or mindset that you have. And what this is going to do is in the first half of, well, the first part of 2025 is going to be encouraging you to open up your channels of communication, because you're going to be taking on an Aries type of energy. Aries are known as the fire starters. They're the ones who kick off things. Aries make great innovative business owners. They work great in tech fields. They're really great when it comes to being an influence to other people, sharing ideas with people, inspiring an entire culture. Aries are like the most innovative, and the reason why is because they're the first zodiac sign. So you could be collaborating with an Aries in January, or you could be taking a lot of information from an Aries in January. You could be learning a lot from this person, or this can be an energy that you're taking on yourself. But this brings in an assertive edge to you, Cancer, a very assertive edge, like taking charge, taking some risks in business, or just like grabbing everything and going, okay? And I think whatever your rising sign is, now if it is Aries, then this is going to be really for you. But if your rising sign is a different zodiac sign, then this is about you tapping into that energy, especially around the month of February. You're going to be tapped into the energy of your rising energy. And what this is going to do is connect to your business, connect to your finances. It's going to connect to whatever it is that you sell or trade to other people. It's going to connect to your talents or your pastime hobbies, things that you used to love when you were growing up. There's something about this, and the role that you're playing in the world is connected to your second house, is what I'm getting. The role you're playing in the world is connected to your second house. Now, this is great because February is Aquarius and Pisces energy. Being that this is an Aquarius and Pisces energy, Aquarius, they are innovative. They are the actual innovators of the zodiac, even though Aries are the leaders. But Aries can be a lot more innovative just because they come out first, if that makes sense. But Aquarius, they're known astrologically as the innovators. So you're going to be in that energy, as well as a spiritual energy, the mysticism of Pisces. So basically, your intuition is going to guide you and lead you to come up with new innovative ideas. And this is going to be great for business because of that. And I see that, in the first part of 2025, you're really going to be tapped in and tuned into yourself, especially around the month of March. You're going to be tuned into yourself and the feelings that you feel on a deeper or internal level. What provides comfort to you in order for you to communicate this way to other people through your writing or through your spoken word. I think that you're really going to be inside of your own conscious mind and going over many different small to large details about how you are feeling and analyzing yourself about how you're communicating and what you're speaking outwardly to other people. You may also be called to assist or help your siblings. If you have any siblings, you could be the person that's being leaned on around the springtime. Now, as we go into spring, we are going into April and then May and June. Major energy here is once again this big Aquarian Uranus revolutionary type of energy, okay? So what this brings out is a need for you to brainstorm new plans, new ideas, have new goals. You're going to have to sit down at the drawing board and create some type of new plans for something, but it's going to be a whole lot of originality and fresh new insights that I see coming into these plans, because it's just going to be the way you're thinking. You're going to be thinking really smart. You're going to be thinking really intellectually. You'll be able to explore your own hidden depths and become like in a more meditative and dreamy state of yourself. You're going to be able to dig your way out of any worry, indecision, and desires that you have. So whatever's been making you feel worrisome, or if you have been just having a hard time trying to decide what to do about a situation or what to do next, I see that your incredible ideas are going to get you out of that rut really easily. And it all depends on how far you're willing to go when it comes to what you can do, if that makes sense. So springtime is all about being creative. It's all about this big Leo energy that's coming through, or you may be connecting with the Leo around this time. What's happening here is that you're going to be connecting to the things that you love. And I think that if you're in a relationship with someone, they're going to see you as a really amazing lover. It's a lot of positive reflection upon who you are and how you love this person. Also, your mother may be coming into play around this time, but she may have positive things to say about you. She may love your creativity. She may see all of the amazing things that you've accomplished or what you're doing, what you got your hands in when it comes to business, and she really loves that about you. She might have really positive affirmative statements to make towards you. And because you're going to be stepping into your destiny, it's something about wherever your Leo is. Okay, so remember, in the top of the year, wherever your was it Aries? Yeah, what if Aries is your rising, or wherever your rising sign is, think about it, rising, right? So you're going to be rising up to play a particular role in society, is what I'm picking up. But then around springtime, especially around May, your destiny kicks in, right? So you get a rise, and then everything kicks in, like boom. All right, this is when God shows you exactly who you are, exactly who you were always meant to be. So a lot of creativity, a lot of fun, a lot of play surrounds this energy. A lot of self-confidence comes in for you, and some of you may actually get pushed into the spotlight. You may get some type of rewards, accolades, recognition, fame, notoriety, or something like that around that time for whatever originality you have been putting into your work or your business. Now, as you're going through that transition into summertime, like around June, that is when your relationships and your work life seem to oppose each other. All right, you may have some type of opposition between your relationships and your work. You may be a little too busy for your partner, or you could have some issues surrounding public opinion and what people are saying about certain things, and some enemies that you may be full aware that you have may be coming in to intrude on you, which is definitely going to be affecting your business relationships, affecting your love relationships, things like that. And it's just people who are wanting to oppose you, and the only thing I see that could make them feel this way is because of what you're doing in your business. The only reason I could see them doing this is because you're doing great things, or you have amazing ideas. People have grown some type of jealousy towards you, and they leave you in a very complex situation during the summertime, where it may be irritating to you. It could puzzle you to find out that certain people have become your enemy. Certain people, have opposed you in some kind of way. This has something to do with the workplace, something to do with whatever you do for a living, wherever you work. So let's say you have a 9-to-5, but you also have a side business. This could be coming more from the people at the 9-to-5. Not they're just opposing things because you're doing so well in your actual side business. So it can be a situation like that for some of you who have multiple projects or different things that you're working on. Now, as we get deeper into the summertime, July through September, major themes here is all about you and your imagination. It's a Piscean energy that comes through, a Neptunian type of energy, where you're going to be really tapped into your dreams. You may even, whatever full moons are coming up in July, August, and September 2025, if one of them is a Pisces moon, or maybe a Cancer moon, your own full moon, then that could be around that time where you have these really crazy dreams, or you start getting some type of prophecies, premonitions, or spiritual insights and information through your subconscious mind, of course from God. It's not going to come from anywhere else. There's no such thing as ETs or anything like that trying to give you information. There's no such thing as that. It's going to be straight from God, because there's no way that you could be able to receive. Humans can only receive that type of information from something supernatural such as God. And I think that you're going to be tapped into that side of yourself. Now, if you are a Cancer who drinks alcohol, now this is a sidebar. This is not going to apply to everyone, but if you drink alcohol, there's something about you needing to stop or change your life or slow down around summertime. You just let the parties go, all right? So there's something there. There may be a huge lesson surrounding drinking around July through September. So just be very, very careful. What I would invest in if I were you, due to the dreams, the Neptunian energy, and the alcoholism for somebody out there, I would get me an amethyst crystal. Amethyst helps to break the desire to want to drink. Amethyst makes you stop drinking completely, like completely. And it may take a while. It's not going to be overnight, but if you really want to like work on yourself, get that and keep that around you, especially in your bedroom, because that could be really helpful. For others of you, this is not about, you know, drinking or anything, but this is more so about interior decorating. For some of you, you may have a newfound passion or have a business where you could be opening something or getting ideas to do something creative, where you are some type of designer, architect, interior decorator, an event planner, a wedding planner. There's something like that coming up. Seeing a lot of purple, a lot of lavender. And I think that you're going to really start to feel like you're truly living in your purpose again. And you know, you're gonna realize that, okay, I've gotta, instead of trying to bottle up my feelings and emotions, and instead of trying to hold on to toxicity, I am gonna stop playing victim, and I'm gonna stop, you know, crying wolf about what is hurting me or what has hurt me, and I'm going to get out of my feelings. Now that is going to be easy for you to do if you take the steps to do it, but it could be hard for you to do if there is some type of relationship in your life where there's someone's pregnant maybe, or you're going through your emotions. That could be why the message about stop drinking is coming up, because some of you could be getting pregnant between the months of July, August, and September if you're a woman. But if you're a man, or if you're someone else who's not able to get pregnant, then this is more so about your feelings about your marriage or your relationship coming up in the summer months. You may be in your head a lot about where your relationship is, how it feels, what is going on. But I think what is going to help you is if you keep some type of lavender around you, stay calm, stay at peace. I think that that's really going to help you, especially in the month of July. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. Now, there's going to be some investors, especially if you're going into something bigger, especially if you're going into some type of real life interior decorating job, where you may have a bunch of famous friends or celebrity friends, or you may have some rich friends, or maybe just some nice middle class friends who see that you have some type of eye for design. They see that you have a really great sense of aesthetics. You could be someone who literally is a visual type of, or not a visual artist, just a visionary. You have these great ideas, and so they could want you to decorate their homes for them, or decorate events, actually be the person to put together an entire event, and like do whatever, kind of like do whatever you want to do. Like if you want to bring just the cutest, most beautiful decor, they may want you to pick out some, sofas, some chairs, some, anything like that. I'm picking that up. And I think your guidance about this is to allow other people to compensate you for what you do. Allow people to start compensating you for what you do, because you may not see things how others see things. You may not see that you're in the things that you intuit are amazing. Actually, you think it's just something simple. You think it's just, but this is a part of your inheritance. This is a part of who you were always meant to be. I kind of feel like this is something that's owed to you. So some of these people who are going to be wanting to pay you are people who owe you. Keep that in mind too. Now, as you go through this transition where you're about to get out of the summertime and go into fall, looking at September, it looks like remember in the beginning, I spoke about your rising sign energy, right? But somewhere around September, this flips. This kind of does a reverse, right? Something shifts. Something about your outlook on life. Something about your mark that you're leaving on others. Something flips here. Something changes. Something is not the same. So when was that? So the rising sign energy came up in around February of 2025. Business, trade, information, learning. But in September it changes, because there's something here about expansion that wants to happen. See, you're constantly going to be called to go higher. You're constantly going to be called to go as far as you can go in your conscious and subconscious mind, but mainly your subconscious mind. You're being called into spiritual things even more, artistic and creative things even more. You're being called more and more and more and more and more into this. So this is a time where you really are going to have to tap into your intuition the way like you've never had to before, especially if you're a Cancer who already works as a psychic, a seer, a Reiki master, a healer of any kind, a shaman, a root worker, like whatever you do spiritually. And if you don't do anything spiritually, then you're just being pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed by God to constantly elevate your mind. So there's a lot of higher education type of things that's going to be coming up for you, where you're going to have to explore. You're going to be taking some type of long classes, or if not taking long classes, then you're going to be taking some type of long journeys, or I don't know, it's just something that, or maybe something that may not take long, but this is connected to a long-term career, or a long-term maybe a change that you make is going to end up being long-term. But this is all about you expanding in a particular area. It could be the interior decorating, it could be the event planning. Something else wants to happen in your life. Just when you thought you had everything all set up and you thought that your life was going to go in one direction, now you're being called to do something even bigger and even more important and even more remarkable and even better. And but whatever it is, it's going to be extremely innovative, and it's like the pow factor for a lot of people around you, because you're really getting set up in your actual career. Okay, like your actual career is being placed, everything's being set in stone, you're finding stability in it, and it really is going to be something where you're going to leave your mark on the world, on a lot of people. Now, lastly, we get into what I say is the fall, because October, November, and December. All right, so these are when the leaves turn and it gets a little colder outside. Now, around these months, back into the Aries energy. You're going to be back like an Aries, fiery energy, exhilarating energy. But there's an innocence about you. There is something that tells me you're not trying to harm in Aries. There's something that tells me you're not trying to harm people. There's something that tells you that an Aries doesn't want to harm people either. So I kind of see you siding with or working with an Aries, and this person is helping you to find your center, find your balance. Whenever you feel out of alignment and you need a major reset, like I'm talking about on a major scale, this is going to be the person that can do it. This is the only person that can make you remember God, or make you remember that you're having a human experience, right? Or bring you back down to earth, or make you feel like you can relate to this person. There's something about the influence of an Aries on you, Cancer, in 2025 that's really going to change your life. This is someone who is going to inspire you so much, and you're going to learn so much from this person. It's a person that secretly you look up to them, and people don't even realize that. You may be already in a position where people look up to you, especially if you're a teacher, or if you're a business owner, or if you're really successful already. People may look up to you, but the whole time you're looking up to this Aries, whoever this is, right? So this is a person where they're going to be really, helping you to remember that, sometimes you need to retreat. Sometimes you need to take a break. So at the end of 2025, Cancer, there is a friendship, a very, very important friendship, which I feel this is in Aries. There's a very important friendship with this person that really is, it seems like it's life changing. This could be a person who, it's interesting because it could be a person who's very ambitious, and I think that their destiny is actually to be a friend to you and not an enemy to you. I think that their destiny is to be on your side and you to be on their side. I think that this person actually has a reason for meeting you, has a reason for being connected to you in some kind of way. And because they're innovative. This is somebody where this person can change the world, I feel. And I think that you don't compete with them, you don't judge them, you don't dislike them, and you don't hate them. You actually feel like you need this person to stay, like, just, to be here, to help you and to help others, and to collaborate with. I think you really, really have a real life respect for an Aries, and you realize that, especially at the end of the year, it's going to feel surreal to be even knowing this person or to connect with this person, because they help you to remember who you are and not to push past your own boundaries in this great big world. They help you to calm down and to realize that you can do things, but you can't do certain things. It's a person that makes it make sense for you, but that's what I mean. They help you find your center again. They help you find your balance. So yeah, this is, you're going to have a lot of feelings toward this Aries person. Now, some of these things, because it's something about you and like working together with them on your hopes and wishes, and I think that they're helping you to do that, and I think you're going to be helping them. I think you're really going to help this Aries live their dreams, or help this Aries receive their wishes and hopes that they really, really want. I think you're making things right for this person. I think that you are helping to change things for this person, because I think you realize that this person is an asset, a valuable person to have in your life, or to have in this world. I think that the world benefits from having this person here on earth, and I think you really, really are going to see that. And your relationship with this person is going to be so important, because instead of trying to shift into a whole new reality, this Aries is going to help to plant you firmly in the reality that you are already in now, and what you can do while you're in it instead of not being in it, if that makes sense. Like, they just, bring in everything together for you, and it's going to be really important, very, very important, that you have a relationship and a bond with this Aries in 2025, because in the month of December, your last month in the year, is going to be about the way you are perceiving yourself, how you have been communicating outwardly as well as to yourself, your self-perception and your perception of the world, how you've been thinking about things, right? And you're going to realize the whole time that this really spiritual, if this is a spiritual Aries, then you're going to realize that this person had a purpose for coming into your life the whole time, and you didn't really identify it as such in the past, but you're going to see how they've been supporting you, but it was hidden. They hid their support for you. They didn't show you how they were supporting you. And you're going to realize that this has something to do with this person being able to see who your enemies are. This person being able to see what has been limiting you from being the best version of yourself. What has caused the need for you to try to escape something. They're going to help you avoid having to escape something because of what other people did. They're going to help you say it's safe to stay, or it's safe to go this way, or it's safe to do this. They're going to tell you what is safe to do, or show you what it is safe to do by helping you to, instead of removing yourself, remove others. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to show you that you don't run from a massive destruction just because you see it coming. You find a way to prevent the actual disaster. And that's all I have. Thank you so much for watching, Cancer. And you sound like, oh my God, you're going to have a very beautiful 2025. Your business and this Aries energy is really, really cohesively designed, protected, and it's beautiful. Thank you so much. God bless.